The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And All-Star Weekend approaching, always a big stage, but how desirable is it today for players to be in a big market? Kenny, do you think that aspect is as important as it used to be?
No. When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team, they're about 29th market. You know, San Antonio Spurs win the NBA championship, small market team, below 30 in terms of U.S. cities. So no, you just have to have guys want to be on good teams, great teams. That's more memorable than being in a place that has.
You understand what you're saying, Kenny, but the big markets still have an attraction. Bright lights and that star power can help boost your profile and earning potential as a player.
How about Kevin Durant, OKC?
No question.
Yeah.
It's a Western Conference game on display featuring the Sacramento Kings. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Taking a look at the Lakers, they feel like they're a better team than their record shows, and in games like this one, it's an opportunity to prove it. They can step it up and make a game of it. We'll see.
This is one of those games when you look at your calendar, it's circled before the schedule's even released. So it's one of the best rivalries we have in our league. And guys, this is the one you do not want to miss.
No doubt about it, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, a little chippy at the very least, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Collison is out there with Johnson. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then it's Quincy Ace, and it's Cousins in at the center position. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against Los Angeles.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers. You know, when you look at DeMarcus Cousins, he's clearly one of the more talented and also one of the most emotional players in the game. He's also one of the most teed up.
5 on the clock, to the wing right side. Shot from the wing, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Johnson kicks to Collison. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Yeah, talking about Cousins' top 5 in technical fouls in each of his first 5 seasons. Among other things, that's given away a ton of free points, guys, to the opposition.
Yeah, DeMarcus is working hard to control that temper, and he knows it's important for the team. But it's hard to plug a volcano.
Kobe, no luck.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Johnson gets the bucket. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Back to Kobe. Here's Gobert. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Here's Collison. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. The drive by Collison, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. A strong season from Darren Collison cut short last year. Greg shut down at the end of last February.
Yeah, he had that issue with his hip, and that kind of ended things for him in what had been a promising season. A shame, since he was having the best of his career to date.
Sacramento shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Sacramento also making some changes. Christmas, he's checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Quincy Ace, and Curry subbed in for Johnson.
Collison was having a career year last year, guys. I mean, 16 points a game was a career high for him, and he also shot more threes than ever before.
Now here's Harkless. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Hibbert gets the bucket.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
It's Gay on the wing. Defended by Harkless. Sacramento moving it around. Out to the right wing. Here's Caspi. That one off the back iron and out.
And I think even in the injury-shortened season, Collison showed he is still a starter in the NBA. Now, he's been used as a super sixth man in the past, but he's just as effective, I believe, at starting the game.
Here's Gay after the made shot from Mo Harkless. Gay kicks to Curry. Here's the screen. And there's the pass to Gay. Shot clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gay's got his first basket of the night.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Clarkson with the ball. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's get an update now on Kobe Bryant. What's the status, Doris?
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with the head athletic trainer for Los Angeles. Unfortunately, guys, he said it doesn't look good. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
It sure doesn't. I mean, that's a really hard blow there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Russell. World Peace is out there with Randall. And it's Rudy Gobert.
And guys, he's not the tallest or most imposing wing player, but Stanley Johnson has incredible strength and really unmatched confidence. One reason why so many were high on him in the draft.
Sacramento making a switch here. Bellinelli's checked in. And for Johnson out of Arizona, Greg, his strength, as you were talking about, is his biggest asset. Helps that he has this incredible arm span. And Clark, you know what? He told me he likes to play the 2K game.
Yeah, he does enjoy that. He likes to play the real game, too, because he's hyper-competitive, and I think he's got a chance to be a superb defender at the NBA level.
The Lakers in the lead. World Peace dishes to Randall. Randall with a screen for Russell. Kicks it to Randall. Outside, Russell takes a 3. Cousins pulls it in. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Right, the pass to Bellinelli. Back to Wright. He feeds it to Cousins. From 7. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Gobert with a screen on right. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell. Gobert's got his second bucket of the night.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Some changes for the Lakers. James Michael McAdoo's checked in for Gobert. And it's Bryant in for Meta World Peace. And then for Sacramento, Moreland's checked in. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Johnson. Russell against Collison. Russell kicks to Bryant. 1:31 left here in the second, and he gets the bucket.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Darren Collison. Collison against Russell. Outside for Kobe. Picked by Randall. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Randall's got his first points of the game.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
Now here's Kobe. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston. There's the bucket. Good.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
The drive by Collison. Gay outside. 17-foot shot on the way. Again, Sacramento.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Bryant up top. He's covered by Gay. Now here's Bryant. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke.
Got it! Got it! What a shot!
Unbelievable. When a shot like that falls, even the hostile crowd has to crack a smile.
And we're through the first half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. Some great work. And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Well, both. Sides of assist what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
Collison with a nice quarter. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
The second half is underway, and here's who George Karl's got on the floor. Rudy Gay is out there with Quincy Ace. And there's Collison, then it's Johnson, and it's Cousins in at the 5. Bryant up top. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
DeMarcus Cousins can really be unstoppable at times on offense. He's shown star qualities ever since he stepped into the NBA. But But it wasn't until last season that he was voted to the All-Star game.
Gay kicks to Cousins. From 13, off the left rim and out.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
And back to Cousins last year. He was the first Sacramento King to appear in an All-Star game, which is hard to believe in over a decade. That is a long stretch, a long drought.
I'll tell you what, no question he's been doing a lot of heavy lifting here early in his career. But I tell you what, you surround him with some sick talent, and I can see rings in this young man's future.
That doesn't go either for Cousins.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Russell against Johnson. Russell, no good.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. The Lakers trail. Now Clarkson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Nance dishes to Clarkson. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. For Sacramento, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Outside Curry. Anderson outside. He kicks it to AC. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Here's Caspi. Money from the wing. Caspi's got the first field goal of the second half for the Kings.
And finally, someone scores.
I tell you what, Greg, it's not been pretty, I'll say that much. These offenses have been really struggling.
Nance a screen. And he banks in the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Anderson kicks to Caspi. The feed to Curry. And out of bounds as Los Angeles Kings possession.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. He's been a factor for them over the last month. First in blocks. And he's truly a force around the rim, ranking among the top 5 in rebounds per game.
Boy, and he's been a human highlight reel all season. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. The Kings in third.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hibbert's checked in. And Nance kicks to Clarkson. Weber the pass to Harkless. Hibbert with the screen. Dishes it to Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles with another miss.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
On its way from Curry for 2, and again it's Sacramento converting. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Clarkson. Hibbert with the screen. Shoots. No good on that last second attempt there. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Russell. That's the Laker 5. To the wing on the left. Here's Tupac. And it's all evened up.
What a nice feed by Kobe that time.
Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to Houston. And here's Collison. That is good. Russell with it. Over in the corner, Randall. To the inside. And stolen by Cousins. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance. Johnson can't get it to go. The Lakers shooting 43% for the game. Russell dishes to Bryant. Back to Russell. To take the lead. The shot by Bryant, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Johnson kicks to AC. And it's Russell with the rebound. LA has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Tupon, he's guarded by Johnson. Cousins against Kobe. And that one's good. Kobe's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Strap those belts on, fellas. This is going to be one heck of a finish. I can just feel it reverberate.
Yeah, he's right.
He's right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to let my belt out just a little bit to get ready for this ride.
Well, if you would need so much in the press room before the games, maybe
that's a good point.
People be comfortable like we are. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey guys, well, George Karl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
All right, Doris. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 2. Randall passes to Russell, just 5 to shoot. Takes a shot at the elbow. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The drive by Gay. Down low, Cousins, and that one's good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Kings.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
There's 1:47 left in the game. Offensive rebound, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. That free throw good from Randall.
Just what the doctor prescribed. The hoop and the horn, and he makes good on the free throw.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. There's a good screen. Kicks it out to Gay. To the middle, here's Cousins. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
Big call, Kevin. He just didn't get there quick enough, and that's a tough break.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Russell.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Here's Randall. Rebound by the Kings.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Collison against Bryant. Collison kicks to Gay. Randall grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Bryant with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Bryant drives in, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Collison kicks to Gay. No luck. Good work defensively by Bryant. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
They get it back. Clarkson kicks to Kobe. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Pass to Clarkson. Yes!
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Cousins dishes to Gay. Now here's Collison. Cousins with a screen for Gay. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
They stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Here is Collison. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith,